Hello, my friends. Welcome to this week's Kids Church at Home. We've taken a little break over the summer and I have missed you, but I'm so glad to have you with me this morning. Our special shout out today goes to all of you who are returning to school and to learning this September. I wish you the very best on your journey ahead. I hope that it is positive, that you have friends that you can make, and that you find something that is exciting to learn. Today's Kids Church is going to be just a short little snippet as we get back into the routine of sharing this time together. So I want you to think about the Bible. It's a big book with lots of stories and lessons and poems and songs, but what's it all about? Well, it's really a collection of people's wisdom over many centuries about how it is that we can best live God's way. And it can be summed up in one little part of the Bible, in fact. There's a part where somebody asks the prophet Micah, what is it that God really wants from us? And Micah answers with these three things: to seek justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with our God. That is the whole Bible in three little bits. But those are kind of big words. So what does that mean? Let's break it down. To seek justice. Well, this isn't justice like revenge or law. Think more about fairness, but not just fairness for you. Because sometimes when we think something is fair for us, it's not really fair for the other people around us. So to seek justice is to look for things to be fair for everybody so that all people can be included and can be part. And sometimes that doesn't mean making it equal. Sometimes that means having to make things a little bit different for different people so that they can all participate in the same way as we can. That is the first one. The second one is to love kindness. Well, we all love kindness, right? Because kindness makes us feel good. But to love kindness is a bit different. To love kindness means don't just do good things, but make kindness the shining light in your life. So instead of looking for more money or more clothes or more friends or more toys, you want to look for more kindness. How can we act to attract more kindness in the world? That's to love kindness. And the third one is to walk humbly with our God. Well, how do we walk humbly with a God that we can't see? We have to look for the places where God is. God is in creation, and God is in us, and God is in the people around us. God is in the space between us, in the relationships we create. So to walk humbly with God means to remember that we're not the center of the universe. We are part of God's creation. So what is our role as part of God's creation? How can we serve creation around us? How can we serve the people around us? How can we walk with God in this world as a beloved part of creation, but not as the most important part of creation? So those are the three things that Micah says, the most important pieces of living God's way. I wonder, how might we try to remember those three lessons? Maybe we could use our body to remember those three things. Will you try something out with me? Maybe you've done some yoga before. If you have, some of these positions will feel familiar, but let's create 3 ways of holding our body that will remind us of these 3 lessons: to seek justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with our God. Okay, so will you join me? I need you to get up on your feet and we're going to use our bodies to remember our 3 lessons from Micah. The first position we're going to do is we're going to spread our feet out nice and wide, point our toes forward in front, and the ones in the back can be pointed out to the side a little bit. Now we're going to bend our knee like we're nice and strong and reach out our hands like so as far as we can. In yoga, this is known as the warrior pose. And we can remember that we're like warriors for fairness and justice. And sometimes it takes lots of strength to seek justice. So let's be strong warriors and seek justice. That's really good. Okay, our second one. We're going to have to do lots of twisting. So take our arms out. You're going to bring one in front and one underneath to twist your elbows. And then bring your hands together. And if you want to, or if you can try and twist your hands. So it's like your arms are giving themselves a big hug. There we go. And what about our legs? Could we hug our legs too? Let's bring one foot over the other and see if we can twist our toes around to the back. All kinds of hugs to remember to love kindness. You know, in yoga, this is known as the eagle pose. And in indigenous cultures, the eagle is known to be very courageous and honorable and kind. So we can remember that loving kindness takes courage and is full of hugs. Let's unwind our hugs. Great. So our third position is to remember to walk humbly with our God. And remembering that God is found in creation and the people around us. And what is more humble than a tree? You know, a tree is such an important part of the network of life. It's shelter and food and cleans the air. It does so much for the better of creation. But it never asks for us to toot any horns or do anything special for the tree. So let's be a tree to remember to walk humbly with our God. Now for this, we're going to take one foot and you're going to turn your knee out to the side. And then you can put your foot on your ankle, or you can put it just below your knee, or you can try and lift it up above your knee and then push that foot into the straight leg. This is your trunk. Strong, strong into the ground. And then we can spread our branches out, up to the sky, or tall, 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 to be the humble tree. The tree that is so grounded and reaches down deep into the earth, but also reaches so high up to the sky to be an amazing part of the web of life. There we go, and now we can relax our body. So my friends, I hope that you can use these 3 ways of moving your body to remember Micah's lesson about what the whole Bible is about. It's about finding a way to live God's way. And we can do that by seeking justice, by loving kindness, and by walking humbly with our God. As you go into this school year, may you go with a blessing on your heart as I offer this blessing to you and invite you to share the blessing with those who are important to you. May there be love in your heart to give. May there be joy in your heart to share. And may there be strength in your heart to lift others up. Bye, my friends. See ya.